Davy and Adam rowed together. The sun came up, and a breeze rippled across the harbor. Martin dropped his line in the water. He complained that they were rowing so fast he couldn't keep his line down. They stopped rowing, and for a moment they just sat there. The battleships were in sight. Adam focused on the Arizona, his father's ship. Signal flags fluttered. It was almost time for reveille. The rowboat bobbed in the water. All at once, bugle calls sounded from every direction, and the bands on the ship started playing the Star Spangled Banner. Adam thought about his father on the fantail, standing at attention, saluting the flag, and then looking out in their direction, seeing the rowboat and the boys in it, and recognizing it. He hunched over. You know, Davy, we better move. Just then he became aware of the whines of planes in the air. He looked up. High overhead, dozens of planes flew in formation, approaching from every direction. Some planes were coming in low over the water. It must be some kind of military exercise, he thought. A war game. A plane flew across the water straight at them. It roared over, so low Adam could see the silver belly and the wings hanging down. So low, the prop wash shook the boat. What the hell? Davy said. The plane was past them, climbing sharply. Navy cowboy, Martin said. It wasn't Navy, Adam said. The markings were all wrong. Instead of bars and stripes, he had seen a red circle, like on a Japanese plane. He wasn't sure, but he thought he had seen something drop from the water. It looked like the pictures he had seen of torpedoes. Maybe they're making a movie, Adam said. And then, as if he ordered it, there was an explosion and a thick cloud of smoke erupted over Fort Island. Sound effects, Martin said. A moment later, a blast of hot air battered them. There was another explosion and another. That sounds so real, Adam said. He had to shout to make himself heard over the noise. Maybe somebody's made a mistake, Davy said. Big jerk, Martin said. Big trouble, Adam said. They were all standing in the boat, laughing. Martin pointed at the planes, shooting them with his finger. Planes, bombs, explosion. It was almost real, Adam thought. And the way a newsreel is real. You knew it was a movie you were watching, not the actual war, but while you were sitting there watching it felt real. All that was missing now was an announcer with a godlike big voice. There are the enemy planes, ladies and gentlemen, and you are sitting in the front row, a ringside seat. Bombs came tumbling out of the planes with black sticks. Flames and smoke rose from the battleships. Flags were on fire. It's real, Adam said half to himself. Those planes shooting across the water, the wheels hanging down, the open cockpits, the red circles. All those red circles. Were the planes Val's? Japanese torpedo bombers? Or were they American planes marked like Japanese planes? Look at them! Davy was standing on the seat, waving his arms, cheering as if he were at a ball game. Those are Japanese, Adam said. He didn't even know if it was true or if he was in some sort of crazy dream. He couldn't stop thinking that it was just like the movies. But there was something very wrong with the thought, because this wasn't the movies. It wasn't a dream. It wasn't make believe. Those were real Japanese bombers dropping real bombs. Why was Davy cheering? What was he doing? Signaling them? Yes, signaling them. He was Japanese. Japanese first. Who had said to come to Pearl Harbor to fish? Who had found the boat? Who had gotten them out there? Dirty Jap! Adam dragged Davy down. He wanted to kill him. Kill him, drown him. Martin grabbed Adam. You're crazy! They were all tangled together, rolling around in the bottom of the boat. Martin forced Adam back to his seat. Stupid, he said. Crazy man, we got to get out of here. Davy squatted on the stern, panting, rubbing his arms and staring at Adam. Martin thrust an oar in Adam's hand and took the other oar. Row, or I'll bust your face! They rowed hard away from the battleships and the bombs. Water sprayed all over them. The rowboat pitched one way and then the other. Then, before his eyes, the Arizona lifted up out of the water. That enormous battleship bounced up in the air like a rubber ball and split in half. Split apart. Fire burst out of the ship. A geyser of water shot into the air and came crashing down. Adam was almost thrown out of the rowboat. He clung to the seat as it swung around. He saw blue sky and the glittering city. The boat swung back again, and he saw black clouds and the Arizona, his father's ship, sinking beneath the water.